everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I just did this look right here, which is just my go-to glam look, but I did it using several new products. A few to mention: the new Naked Reloaded palette, the new L'Oreal Infallible foundation and concealer, and quite a few other new products. So if you're interested in how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to try out is this Triple Performing Facial Emulsion by Benefit. Looks like this. The bottle is so cute. So I've just applied some of this on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to put this on, and then I'm going to wait a few minutes before I put my primer on and then start in with my foundation. It has a very sunscreen feel to it. And today I'm going to be trying out the Dermablend. This is the Instagrip Jelly Primer. And I did look up a few little facts about it because I think this is a newer product for Dermablend. Apparently the reason it is that sticky jelly texture is to grip onto your foundation, and it's supposed to help last for a 24-hour staying power. It is a makeup gripper, an instant moisturizer, and a tightening mask. I'm gonna really focus this around my smile lines. I heard this is good for preventing any smile lines. So it does feel super weird. Like I said, it's super sticky. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible up to 24-hour wear foundation, and this shade is going to be a little bit light for me because I do have a little bit of self-tan on, but I think it will be fine once I put on the bronzer and do the rest of the face. And to blend this in, I'm going to be using the new JEFFREE Star Morphe collab for the sponges. I'm super excited about this. I have the original one and I like it a lot, so I love that this one's pink. This is definitely like a very flexible foundation. You can either wear it more natural and sheer, or you can build it up. It does claim to be a medium to full coverage, so we'll see how it builds. I actually wanted to try the new e.l.f. concealer today, but this one is super light. This is going to make my skin even lighter than it already looks compared to my body right now. So I am going to go in with the L'Oreal the Infallible Full Wear Concealer. Has a really nice big applicator, which I like. Focus. Similar to the Tarte Shape Tape one. So I'm not going to do too much with this because I think it is going to be very similar to Tarte Shape Tape, and I know I don't use that much when I use that concealer. This doesn't have nearly the scent that the foundation does. The foundation did have a quite paint smell to it. This one, I don't really smell much. Okay. And I am going to be using the little sponge. I just wanted to do a little comparison. So this is the sponge dry, and this is it damp. So here they are next to each other. So it does get quite bigger once you dampen it. So I'm just going to use this. I think I'm really gonna like this concealer on its own. Oftentimes I don't do foundation and I'll just conceal under my eyes and on any problem areas, so I think I'm really gonna like this because of the coverage that it does give. I'm going to zoom in just so you can see. The skin still looks very glowy. It is so much, it is not that much lighter in real life. I think it's just the lighting. Oh, I forgot to say what shades these were. So the foundation is shade 420 and the concealer is shade 340 Fawn. And this is in the shade Toast. So I'm just going to take this I'm gonna apply quite a lot. That looks like super intense, but it blends out really nicely. So I'm just gonna do that, and I look crazy. And then I'm going to go in with this BH Cosmetics. This came from a brush set. I actually just ordered this. I want to say it was called like the Rose Gold collection. It came in this super cute little bag. This is something that I will use quite often because I do travel a lot, so I'm glad it came with that. So I'm just going to buff that out with this. Blend these little dots out on my forehead before those dry down. This is a really soft brush. This is my first time trying any BH Cosmetics brushes. They were running a sale the other day online for, I think it was an extra 25% off, so I ended up only paying like, I want to say $18 for the full brush set, which is super cheap. It came with 12 brushes, I think. This concealer is creasing. I knew it was going to crease because of the consistency, so I wanted to let it go ahead and crease. I like to do that with more full coverage concealers because if you let it crease and then you wipe it away, it's not going to crease after you put the powder on. To set this, I'm going to use the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. This is not new. I have tried this many times before. I don't normally like to use this powder to set under my eyes because I have found that sometimes it darkens. So I'm just going to blend out those creases. So I'm just going to take the little tiny beauty blender, or beauty sponge again. I'm just going to tap that under the eyes. Oh dear, yeah. That did darken it a little bit, but that's okay because it was a little bit lighter than what I wanted it to be anyways. And then for all over the face, I'm just going to take, this is the #1 brush from that BH Cosmetics set, and I'm just going to lightly press that on the rest of the face. I'm also going to be trying out something else from BH Cosmetics. This is their new Studio Pro. They have another contour palette, but this is their newer one. I'm not really sure how different it is from the other one. I never tried the other one, so I'm just going to take this little beauty sponge again, and I'm going to dip into this shade and this shade, and I'm just going to press that under my eyes just to give a little more coverage. To go into this Benefit Dallas box. I don't know if this is supposed to be a bronzer or if it's supposed to be a blush, but it's super dark, so I'm going to use it as a bronzer. I'm just going to take this Morphe brush. This also came from a set, doesn't have like a number on it or anything. I will link the set below. It has like a nice, very subtle glow to it. There's like little flicks of some type of shimmer in there. It doesn't show up shimmery on the skin. Okay, the face is definitely starting to match the body a lot better now. A little bit on my ears too. We need the whole thing to match here. So now I'm going to go back in with this little sponge again, and I'm going to dip into that powder, and I'm going to do it on the flat side. I'm going to be using the new Naked Reloaded palette. I did play around with this one a little bit the other day and I did really like it. It's very me. The shades are just very neutral and warm, and I do really like how they redid their packaging. This is actually a soft case. I don't know if I have any Naked palettes still. This is the Naked 3 palette, so you can just see the difference here. This is so much smaller, so much more portable. This is hard. There was a broken shadow in there. I haven't used this in so long. Just went everywhere. Oh, my jeans, yes. All over my white chair, yay. Back to what I was saying. This is just so much more portable. And I do like that they made some of the pans bigger than the rest. These two on the end are bigger, and these two on the end are bigger. So those are shades that I feel like people would use more often, so I'm glad that they did do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe this away. Okay, so I am going to zoom in a little bit while I do my eyes. The first shade I'm going to pick up in this palette, I'm going to do this one right down here. And this is the shade Bribe. And I'm just going to apply that all over the lid. To pick up the shade Boundaries, which is this orange color down here. I'm going to use that as a transition. And I am going to sharpen this edge up with concealer at the end, so that's why I am bringing it out quite a bit. Bit of kickback on this. I don't know if you can see. I just blew off all the one that was on there, but you might be able to see it a little bit. It's not bad. It doesn't bother me, but I know it does bother some people. I'm gonna go in with the shade Bucked, and that was the one right next to Boundaries. And I'm just going to start focusing this on the outer part. I'm gonna go back in with the shade Boundaries and just blend the top of that. I'm going to take this Sephora rounded crease brush, and it's just like a more dense fluffy brush, and I'm going to pick up the darkest brown that's in this palette, and it's the shade Endgame, and I'm just going to tap this on the outer part. And I'm just going to do that over and over. I don't want to pick up too much product at once. That e.l.f. concealer just because I want this inner part to be super bright, so I'm going to grab this. And before it can crease, I'm going to take the shade Angel Fire. It's this one here. gonna go back in with this same brush. Dip into this really super dark, it's almost a black shade. I'm going to use a really small like pencil brush for that. This is the Morphe M138. Okay. I'm gonna clean this up because I think I'm going to like the way it's looking a lot better once I clean that up. I'm gonna go back in with the L'Oreal concealer. I'm going to take this same pencil brush and dip into the shade Boundaries again. This is one of the Urban Decay, it's not gonna focus, oh yep, 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencils, and this is in the shade Rockstar. I'm also going to tightline with this. This is just like a little sample size of the NARS Larger Than Life Long Wear Eyeliner. This is the In Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash by MAC. Okay, I'm just going to pop on some falsies, finish up the other eye, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I just finished up the eyeshadow, so I'm just going to tell you what I did. I added on my lashes, and I also lined my eye. I lined up the outer part of the eye quite a bit. Now I'm going to finish up the face, do my brows, and that will be it. For blush, I'm going to be taking the MAC blush in the shade Peaches. So I don't have a new highlighter to use, so I'm just going to take one of the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek highlighters, and this is in the shade Smoke and Whistles. And today I'm using the Brow Beater by Urban Decay, and this is in the shade Warm Brown. I actually have not used this before, so I'm excited to try it out. I don't know how new this is, but it's new to me. This is the BH Studio Pro Ultimate Brow Palette. And then to set that, I'm going to take the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, and I'm just going to comb that through my brows. And today I'm going to be trying out the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade Rebel Rose. I'm trying to decide if I want to try this NARS Multi-Use Gloss, and this is in the shade Star Babe. It is so pretty. But next, I'm just going to apply some Fix Plus. This is a brand new bottle. So So this is the finished look, you guys. I ended up just doing my go-to glam look, and that's normally just a warm-toned brown kind of smoked out look with some big lashes, nice glowing skin, and I always do like a pink mauve-y lip, and I'm really loving this NARS multi-gloss. It's not too shimmery. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in just so you can see the skin. I really like the way it turned out. I really love that foundation, the concealer. This is the end of this video. So if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe if you're not already. If you have any video recommendations for me, please comment those below, and I will also link my social medias below so you can follow me on there as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.